Hi everyone, just a quick update. I'm trying filming vertically now. Hopefully YouTube automatically sorts itself out. I'm back. Back in the day, if you filmed vertically, it wouldn't sort itself out. But I think YouTube sorts the alignment out. So I think we're okay to film this way now. Um, yeah, it's been a while since my last update. I've been writing here and there, but not inconsistent just because there's been loads on. So I couldn't really commit to anything. But coming into November, Christmas time, um, it's kind of a bit more, my life's a bit more set kind of thing. So there's no holidays or anything like that. So yeah, it's easier to predict how I'm going to write. So it's early in the morning. I wrote last night about 3 pages, and just before work, I just got inspired. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna some dialogue hit me, and I was like, I'm gonna hit it now, and I'm just finishing up a page now. Um, yeah, that's it. I just wanted to drop that in, basically, and start doing these again. Start committing. I had an idea with work. So I work 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, and I'm gonna raise the question of doing condensed hours, which means I'll have one free day every 2 weeks. So working 9 days in 10 weeks. So I'm gonna raise the question, and then so that extra day I'm just gonna spend writing. Yeah, basically, obviously if there's something on, there's something on that day, but that's gonna be my goal for that free day. Um, so yeah, that's exciting. It kind of hit me, and I didn't think of asking the question in work, but I know someone who works in HR, and they said, yeah, it's within me right to ask it. It's everyone's got the right to ask that question. So I'm going to ask it and see what comes of it. So that might help, because I'm kind of almost finished with the second draft, really. I say almost finished. I think it's going to be the end of the year when the second draft is done. So the editing process will begin then. And yeah, I'm going to need more consistent time, more chunks of time, rather than just 30 minutes or an hour writing session here and there. It's going to be yeah, hours that I'm going to need to dedicate to editing the book. As anyone who's edited the book knows, that's the score. You can't just edit a paragraph the way you can write a paragraph, because it's all about, you're creating a language and a style with your editing. You want to make sure everything's consistent. For example, I came up with a character trait for, there's a character called Robert, and it kind of hit me, and I was like, oh shit. I was thinking of making him neurodivergent, because he's quite stoic, and I was like, oh, I don't. It didn't feel right for his character just to be just a typical stoic dude, and he was blunt and stuff like that. So I was I know some neurodivergent people that's had it, and I was like, oh, that's who he is. That's what I'm trying to write for him, is that's who he is. And then once I realise that, now I can go back and remove any inconsistencies with his character and focus on that character trait, of him being, kind of socially inept, because he's got basically a best mate slash brother kind of thing, and that's how they're gonna kind of look after each other, and that's gonna kind of solidify the dynamic. So yeah, so that's going to be during that editing process. So I'm going to need hours to look through, the conversations with this character to make sure it's all accurate. It's not going to be a case of oh, there's a full stop missing. You know, so yeah, so that's going to be the situation. But yeah, just wanted to jump on, throw some of my thoughts down, let you know where I'm up to. I'm about to hit page 231, so yeah, I think it could be close to 300. I know I'm like going back and forth, like it could be 250 pages, 260, 300, but the more I'm writing, yeah, the more I realise it's going to be a chunkier one than the first two, and it's going to be leaning up to, because I've wrote more now. I'm past like even the words, so I'm on 76,699 giggity words, so that's more than part two, and more pages, so yeah, I'm things are being set up now for the final part, yeah, and it's great, and I'm loving it. So yeah, I'm on 230, so I think another 60 pages, I reckon, and I'll be at the final stretch then, if not finishing the book. So that's kind of like, if you think about 60 more writing sessions, 2 months, that's the goal now. I've set a goal for myself. Earlier on, I didn't know where the book was going in terms of like length, so I couldn't set a specific goal and be like, it's going to be finished then. But now I do. Now I know where it's going. It's like the finish line's in sight now. As far as away that may be, the finish line's in sight, so I can predict where it's going to end. So definitely at the end of the year, the second draft is going to be complete. That's what I'm going to focus on. So any like 30 minutes here and there, I'm gonna be writing, basically. So right, I've wrote today. I'm out tonight, so I can't write this evening. Tomorrow I'm gonna write, get a few pages, maybe 1 or 2. Thursday I'm in the office in Manchester, so I can't write then. Friday's possible. Friday's definitely possible, and then 1 weekend, so 3 writing sessions. So I've done 2 this week, so I can follow up with 3 more writing sessions. Amazing week. But yeah, that's my goal this week, 3 more writing sessions. Thanks so much for watching. I hope it's came out vertical, and it's all nice, this video, but who cares at the end of the day, it's just me talking. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope your writing sessions are going well, and I'll see you next time.